So we got the third group of Fenceline Community kids that are doing a wildlife conservation education camp here at Pongola Game Reserve.
So we're going to be driving from here to a certain point, then by the shoreline, that's when we're going to start walking. It's quite something very different teaching these kids, because most of them, they do not have a knowledge about being out there in the bush, but it's quite very nice for me to share the knowledge about nature, about everything that I know with these kids. Well, most of them always have got these questions that I find it very interesting to answer, but they're quite very good kids. It's very nice to teach them. I enjoy it very well. So when you are walking in the bush, you have to always walk in silent. Always like this, in a single file and silently. If you want to talk about something, you will stop me. Then we can discuss that, okay?
The real goal that we are aiming to get out of the camp is for the youngsters to really find their place in nature and their role and responsibility towards nature going forward. It's no longer something that we would like to do, it's something that we have to do. This is an imperative.
Most of them, they have never seen an elephant, so it was their first time seeing an elephant, so they were so lucky to see some elephant.
Young people of today are going to inherit this huge responsibility of protecting our natural landscapes, our wildlife, our biodiversity, and if we don't introduce them at a young age to nature and to the benefits and values of wildlife, then we will never get them to take on that responsibility to its fullest extent.
Well, a lovely addition for this year is that we had an opportunity to go and experience that dehorning of the rhinos, which is going to be very good for these kids, just to get very close, up close and personal to the rhino. And they're going to see, and since we did talk about poaching, so they're going to understand the importance of dehorning the rhino. So it was a very, very good addition, and they're so privileged to experience the rhino dehorning.
The message about what we're trying to achieve here for the whole of South Africa, that is a conservation of our biodiversity and our wildlife, will go out and go back with them. And I hope that it will even potentially sow the seeds of some of them actually going into the whole conservation story in the future, and make it part of their careers as well.
Not only that they understand the aspect of conservation, but we need them, to be able to go out and spread the word to either their parents, to their fellow brothers, mothers, sisters. And I think the more word out there, the better for all of us, for their own future sake, as in future generations.
When we teach them about conservation, they can take it back to their families. That will also take down the level of poaching. So we did talk about all of that. Why do you have to save the rhinos? Why do you have to save all the animals that we have in the reserve? So it was very, very nice just to share with them. Hopefully they will take it back to their uncles, sisters, and whosoever that they left at home.
Siyabonga Fisher Foundation. Sijabule kakhulu ukuthi sihambile sobona izilwane nobhejana into ekade siqala ukubona ngamehlo. Siyathemba sonke sijabulile ukuthi sithinta ubhejana.
Okay, yenze kambatha. Yenze. Siyabonga.
My name is Yenzeka and my son is Mbasa. I'm doing grade 7 at Izintambane Primary School. What was nice today, I saw a rhino and I saw people cutting its horn. It was so nice and I touched it.
Thank you, Fisher Foundation.